So Ballarat Cup this week, we've got Trev on for a chat. How you going, Trev?
Good, mate. Good.
Ballarat, track-wise, don't do a lot of betting there, but just in general, is it an alright track to play?
Can be. Since they've sort of renovated it a couple of times, it's sort of got worse, and so they tend not to race it over winter as much.
Yep.
Where before they did the renovations, they raced there all the time over winter, and there was no problem. So over this winter, because they've got the synthetic, they sort of just transfer the meetings at the drop of a hat. So they posted the track as a heavy 8 earlier in the week. Today, which is Thursday, they've posted a soft 7. There's supposed to be 23 or 24 degrees tomorrow in Melbourne or Ballarat. So so it should dry out some more. The issue will just be, they're tipping anywhere up to sort of 15 mil of rain on Saturday. If it rains anywhere, it generally rains in Ballarat, so we sort of just have to wait and see.
Anywhere between 1 and 15.
Yeah, they like to give themselves a bit of leeway.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, we'll have a look at the quaddie leagues on Saturday. So we'll start with race 7, which is the Magic Millions 3 and 4-year-old classic. It's over the 1100. Direct $3.80 favourite at the moment from Elite Icon and a little deep at $5.50. Red Hot Nick at 7 and commands the field at 8. How's your market look?
At the moment, I'm pretty wide. So I sort of just haven't sort of finalised it yet with the barriers. Just if it's going to be wet and they're going to get off the fence, and the wide barriers won't be a concern. So I'll sort of tie that. So my starting point is I'm basically got a length and a bit between 6 horses. Okay. Sort of thing. So the bottom one was pretty impressive when its first start, albeit at Sonata. That's
a little deep.
A little deep, yeah. And it gets Ethan Brown, who's sort of riding well for the camp. And then Mars he's got the 10. It went right at Ballarat on the synthetic though. It sort of went on the synthetic, had one start. So sometimes they can be sort of hard to sort of get along and see how much ability they've got. Then you've sort of got the top weight. I thought was a slight risk at the price. I couldn't back anywhere at that price that it is. I'd be happy betting around it at the price running a strong 1100. It's more 1,000-metre horse to me. Okay. 3's got some ability, even 4's got some ability, and even 5 and 6. So basically, I didn't think 7 could win, and I didn't really like 2, and it wouldn't surprise me if anything else won.
So pretty wide open.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty wide open.
Knock a few out of the quaddie early.
Yeah, so sort of just wait to see if with the track, so you can go one way or the other. I've sort of been neutral at the moment. How I think the track will play and what I think the track condition will be. So.
Well, the race 8 is the Ballarat Cup over the 2000, and at least in the market, it's pretty wide open. Banker's Choice, $4 favourite from a tissue at $4.20. It's right out to Grand Slam at $10. Polly Gray and Lord Vladivostok at 11. So $4 favourite, but market seems to have it down to those two. What do you reckon?
I thought it was short enough. Banker's Choice. It ran well the other day. Didn't have a lot of luck. It was $65. It was it's a different class and all that sort of stuff. But basically, that's about as good as it goes. The start before, so it's second run of the trip. I would have to rate it to a figure that it hasn't done to get it anywhere near the price. And I don't really like doing that. The horse that's had a number of runs. So I sort of was happy, not finding it. I got a tissue favourite. Was impressive the other day. got a good run, gets a good run here, but the query with it will be the track. So the wetter the track, the more I sort of come off it.
Okay.
So it's just a bit of a waiting pattern. Like the other day, it went on a good tree. So if the track was sort of 6 or worse, I'd sort of be happy sort of risking it slightly. If the track was sort of got to a 7+, the one you'd really promote is Polly Gray.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a real wet tracker, drawn out, but he can go forward. A Grand Slam, basically the last 2 preps, it's won 3rd up.
Yep.
At 2,000, so here it's sort of 2nd up.
Yep.
So I sort of thought it might want one more run, and it doesn't really like it's a risk in the wet.
Yep.
The one I thought could improve was Foxy Frida. I think I've got it sort of single figures.
Yeah, it's $14.
I think it jarred up last start on the firm track. It was the first, it was jarred up on the firm track. Flemington, that's what it sort of looked like to me.
Yep.
The report is that it's pulled up all right and they're happy to go on with it, so there's sort of no injury.
Okay.
And I think any sort of cut in the ground will be all right for it. It ran well in the race last year, and then its other run ran that distance range. It walked in one day in Adelaide. Lord Vladivostok's got a good chance, and I thought 14 had some hope.
Tokarangi.
I thought it was good the other day in the race of the tissue one.
Yep.
The only problem is just the map. It's just going to get back again, and so it probably need a bias sort of in its favour where the inside thing. It's hard to. In the past, a lot of Ballarat Cups have been pretty much mad leaders.
Okay.
In the past, but that's not to say it will be this time. But
Yeah.
Generally you sort of want to be up there. It's a bit of a sort of tight. There's sort of 2 straights, and then they have a tight turn, so sometimes it's hard to make ground.
So it sounds like with a bit of improvement, Foxy Frida might be the value.
I think it's the value. Just sort of double figures is not real bad odds.
Yeah. $14 at the moment. All right, we'll have a look at race 9, which is the Tonks Plate over 1,200 metres. Judy Punk $4 from Snapper at $4.60. Then Nicolini Vito and Curran at $9 and Cristani at $9.50. Who have you got on top?
Pretty wide here at the moment too. Like sort of got 16 horse field. So I thought it was a pretty even race. Snapper was good the other day down the straight. I thought previously it might have just been a Moodley Valley horse, but it was sort of good down the straight. Just the issue here, it's race 9 and it's barrier 1, so you sort of want to monitor it for if it is a wet track or anything like that. That might be a bit of a negative. Curran's going good with no luck. I thought he'd had some hope.
Yep.
He'd be sort of strong late. Do Your Punk was good at last start at Ararat. Sort of gets the apprentice and inside barrier. It's got a chance, but I couldn't sort of take short odds yet. And then there's just a lot of horses that have got rough chances in the race. So I thought it was a pretty wide open race as well.
Yeah, a few of them by the sounds of it.